But somehow I feel impolite not greeting later users. Hello. Hey, I got a like before I got a person. That's new. Hey, Luke Parsons. Hey, Luke Parsons again. Hey, Rosiel. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. Hello, Barbarella. Yes, I hope we have it fixed too. You'll notice the back color is changed. They took off the contact paper that makes it yellow, and because that seemed to be the problem. I think so. I think the whole thing is fixed. I tested it yesterday. Um, I'm not making any promises until we start playing. Okay, I'll just call you Rosie. Rosie the Riveter, Rosie the Robot. What would you like? I hope to get me some Cannonball. Hello from the UK. I'm hoping to get out there in June and hit Brighton and whatever else is recommended for coin pushers. Okay, you got it, Rosie the Riveter. If I knew what was in the box, it would kind of defeat the entire point of having a mystery box. No, sorry, I don't mean to be so snide. I have a little bit snide. I have a bit of a headache. But no, the mystery boxes are there because we don't know what's in them. We have 26. As you probably know, am I going to place something? I don't know what that means. Yes, Coney Island is back. I drank water, but I have to be careful because this is a long feed and I don't necessarily have to want to run to the toilet. Or what in the past have you found in them? Um, let's see, what was most... Portal to Another Dimension was fun. Hey, Penguin Republic. Um, the, let's see, the key to the lost safe that had millions in gold in it was fun. No, usually, well, it can be anything. It's usually something of some small value. At the very least, it was a couple of weeks ago. It was a $500 chip, which I wasn't expecting, but there were circumstances. Um, you can be anything. I once got a little bag of rubber cockroaches. Yeah, the $500 chip was something, wasn't it? Cannonball. But it can be anything. It can be nothing worthwhile. A little bag of skulls. That was fun. Well, the 500 chip they got to after many, many days of not getting the box. It could be a Coney Island keychain. It could be a Coney Island souvenir. It could be anything like that. It could be the new Spider-Man trailer, which is supposed to come out today. It could be a severed finger that moves on its own. Well, it's not a mystery bag if it can't just be anything. I hope it's not well, they weren't real cockroaches, they were rubber cockroaches. I like to wait for at least 200 people to build up because the back tends to clear up clear out so quickly that I don't want people who sign in a little later to have nothing on the back. They should have something neat for me. What they usually do is the first time I'm playing a particular box, it's something small, and then each time it goes on, that I don't get the box, they put something to get cooler in. Hello, Dillong Kilinya. And I'm going to give it another 2 minutes. And then I'm going to start. Thanks for the likes, people who are liking me. If anyone's not subscribed, a subscription or two would be fun. Somehow I've made $2.04 already. That's nice too. I don't know what I did. But it won't go on forever. They topped it off at the 500 chip. Oh yeah, this whole floor area, which isn't that large actually, of the place, is coin pusher machines, and they play for a lot more money than I do. I'm going to try and put together filming some game like that's a higher stakes thing. And the random, I'm not sure what you mean by the random chip things. The things with dollar values on them are worth those dollars. Oh, you mean things like Thing 1 and the Faces? Well, they're both, and the Amazing and stuff like that. They're both for fun, and they're collectibles, and well, typically my favorite machine is whatever the brand new one is that I think is cool, but I keep coming back to this one because I don't live far from Coney Island, so it's nice to see it. You know, Rosie the riveting robot. I'm pleased to hear that you just like to watch me play anything. I'm not. Oh, you mean a machine that they reset every day, as opposed to. I have no idea if it's a real gold watch. I would tend to doubt it. I'm pretty certain they will pay $100 for 500 or 5,000 or whatever, a big box of random old watches. I'm not sure though. Be nice. I'm hoping it's gold. Oh, well, we hit the 200. So that's $25 worth of quarter minus one on the floor. And I'm going to start. See, it's the one with the big coin towers that you play for a lot of money. I'm going to see what I can do about that. They really only have them running. Oh, now they're building. The coin towers aren't take a while. But then I would have to have a 5,000 or whatever buy-in. And here I just get 25 and quarters. The very brand new machines, 20 came down. The very brand new machines have these automatic tower builders, but those are the ones with the lights and the bells and the video screens, and I appreciate them trying to keep coin pushing going, but, you know, I'm an old crank, I'm a purist. I'm happy to get advice, as long as it doesn't come with insults. I haven't seen that, those are, they have a whole bunch of these different Coney Island monsters. They're not worth anything, and they often get in the way, but they can come off, so that's good. Someone already gave me advice, actually. Was it play on the far right? They also leveled out the machine. I mean, it's not perfect, but it's much better. Thank you. You know, Richard, I was exactly the same way. I would watch it to relax, and I would just watch it during the day when I wanted to relax, or if something stressful was going on. And my wife said, "What are you getting out of this?" And my only response was, "I don't know, but I can't stop watching it." The squiddies, please. Those are Coney Island monsters of various kinds. Although I think the white one is an Arctic river monster or something like that. They all have their own backstories like Pokemon. Well, peace to you too. $50 is down. And I found out I was watching Josh Bartley's show very regularly. And then he said, anybody have any advice for me? Now I can make the show better. And since advising people on stuff like that is my job, it's my consulting job, Joy Mark, I can't get 50 in at once. There's only one slot. Since that's my job, I sent him a 6-page letter with suggestions for the show and things that worked and things that didn't over the past. And he wrote back and said, "John, these are all great, but I'll never get to even half of them. Why don't you start your own channel?" So I did. And my wife's father was what they call a model train enthusiast. So she's used to the idea that the guy's responsibility in a relationship was to find a hobby and go lock himself into a room. Oh, thanks for the $10. I will be happy to drop some coins for you. Consider these yours. Hello from New Zealand. Well, that one jumped all the way off the stage. Vodafone, looking for a wife, and my hobbies are camping and dirt rid. Hello. Hello, Pennsylvania. Hello, my middle of the night buddy. Okay, gotta do the first clean out. Okay, let's see. Apparently I am amazing, incredible. Got a Coney Island chip, and I think 3 chip, and a 5 chip. So I got 5 back off my $25 in quarters buy-in. Did not do great on quarters. Hope to do better. Papua New Guinea. Call sitting on my phone all day. How would I get my housework done and keep my yard clean? Oh. Yeah, I would do that too. I turn it on when I drive. I don't look at the screen, but I listen to the coins dropping. I find very comforting for some reason. Hello from Long Island. Rhode Island. In fact, hello out there, Small Island. Is it true that the Welcome to Rhode Island and the You Are Now Leaving Rhode Island signs are the same sign? Hey, Long Island. I'm in Bay Ridge, Brooklyn, so not all that far. Horn Hatcher, I went to the University of Chicago, and this is what happened. This is where I wound up. You are from Papua New Poland? I didn't realize I would have so many time zone buddies. I kind of thought there'd be people on the West Coast. I am not at that laundromat. I am at Gowanus Gaming, a private club near my house. I cannot shake the machine because it has an alarm. Also because the people here trust me. That's how come I can get here while they're closed to everyone else. I can come here in the middle of the night and play. How long does it take for money to drop? You mean physical cash? Never can tell, but those chips are poker chips. They're worth $5. I mean, the $5 ones are worth $5. The 10s are worth 10. And there's those the cash that's in the plastic cases like this. Where is my like this? Where is it? Well, they're way off in the corner here. Hold on. See that 5 wrapped up here? That's $5. Well, I used to spend a lot of time looking for pre-1964 quarters, and then I found out, and this is kind of depressing, that they have machines that will go through and just pull them out. They're more magnetic, or they're magnetic or something. Go all across, big push. Okay, I am, but it's going to take up pretty much the rest of my quarters. but I think I've been getting a good response. Why is everybody getting so violent over quarters? Here we go. Okay, clean out. Nope. Don't need them desperately enough to bend down to the floor and get them. Okay, guys. I basically got the same number of quarters as last time. I don't think it even says Rolex. I don't know what it is. It's a real watch, I think. Well, the problem with things like coin collecting is that once everybody gets into it, it becomes less valuable. Well, I'm going to do my best to get it. That's all I can promise you. And we have the freshest brain rot flown in directly every morning. We do have the canned brain rot. Oh, Sargalis went down. No, the $200 bills we started with are still right there. They're still crossed. The 50 is over there, and I don't see the other 50. Oh yeah, it's buried under the white monster over there. The watch is getting close. For that matter, the mystery box is getting close. I have never been to Amsterdam. Do they have coin pushers in Amsterdam? In America, the idea isn't that people go to Amsterdam for the coin pushers. I do not own the machine. I am playing at Gowanus Gaming in the Gowanus section of Brooklyn. I have not been to the UK, but I'm actually planning to go around in June, probably to hit Brighton and Blackstone and the big game playing places. Why do I have rocks in there? I don't see any rocks. Do you mean the blue things? Those are basically they're rubber fish balls, which they put in because Coney Island is, of course, on the water, as being an island and everything. Well, thank you. That's a really nice thing to say. But the most I ever won on this machine it was actually a few days ago. I won a $500 chip. That's the most I have ever won off of this machine. Off of other machines, when I was willing to risk $1,000 or $5,000, I've won more. The thing about with the dues, which are pretty high, the monthly dues, I do not know if I've really made a profit. I try not to think of it. I haven't. Aha! $25. So I'm now up to 30. I've got my 25 back. But very few quarters. I may have to spend the 25 and get another thing for quarters. But how much did it cost you to win the $500 chip? Well, you have to remember, at the time I was losing the $500, I was not getting the $500 chip. I was winning other things. So it was coming out $5 ahead, $10 ahead, something like that. Well, let's see if the right side is clogged. They did not glue the watch there, I do not think. Okay, let's see. There we go. Okay, I'm going to try to go left to right, even though it's left to right, even though it's going to use up a lot of my quarters. And I stacked too many. Okay, let me. Well, the way the new ones are dropping in are stacked is entirely my fault. I'm going to put it in a little slower and think about what I'm doing for a change. Yeah, thinking about what I'm doing. That's the first time for everything. When you get to my age, you do have to think about what you're doing, because you have to answer the big questions like, why did I come into this room? Well, so far my day is very early. So you were asking how much it took to, I don't know if it was 7 games or more for it to work up to $500 of me not getting the box. But it's not like it was the only thing I was going for. But you can see the boxes there. And I certainly want the box. But I was going for other things like the money, the chips, the watch. Okay. I got this many quarters back. However, I also got a 20 chip and a 20 plus the 5 I got earlier. I mean, Luke, as soon as I get back with the $25, I'll explain, because I'm going to be working with her again this afternoon. Be right back. Okay, so I'm into it for 50 now. Oh, actually, no, I'm not, because I was using my winnings. I'm now back to being only ahead 5. Well, what I called it, just to fill people in, yesterday afternoon, I was helping the game designer test a new game concept. Although I think instead of my losing $100 doing it, I should have been paid for my time, but oh well. Thank you for the goat trophy. I like both kinds of goats, so that's perfect. Thank you. What I told her was, first, obviously, the chips actually had to come off. And there had to be something else on the game except besides chips to help them do that. And she promised there would be this afternoon. And that the game needed to speed up a little more. This is not my machine. I am playing at Gowanus Gaming, which is a private club near my house in the Gowanus, that's G-O-W Anus section of Brooklyn. Oh no, it's just an ordinary chip. The thing is that lip at the end, all of the chips, it wasn't just the red chip. There's a gold colored quarter in there. Okay. There looks to be both coins on both surfaces. I don't know what that means. I got another gift. Another goat. Or it's the same goat. Go to the left side, okay? Left side it is. See, this is the problem with the left side and the right side. You see sort of a rectangle back here, but it sort of opens out. Here, let me pull back a little bit so you can see. It opens out on the left and the right. So that makes it much harder. Whoops. There we go. Much harder to get things that are on the left or the right, because there's really no way to shoot things over to the left and the right. You have to draw coins and get lucky. And even then, if it comes down from here, there's no way to make it turn left. Okay, some of this stuff is cleared out in front of the watch, at least. What do you say I just head right down the middle and try to get the watch? Well, it's a gold-colored quarter. In this game, it doesn't mean anything. They just screwed up what quarters were in what machine, that's all. Nice push. It'd be nice if we got the watch and the box. Getting some good quarter returns, that's something. The green chip right at the front. Oh yeah, the 20. Thank you. That's really good. Thank you for telling me. And of course it's time for the dropping of the quarters on the floor. What would you say is a lot? If I bumped it, it would set off the alarm. Oh, that's a nice bush. Oh, the 20 came down. Oh, and the $100 bills are right up against the ledge right there. I don't know if we'll be able to get them, but that's where they are. I think I have cleared off at least all the ones it was possible to get from a coin pusher. But that's the kind that only pays off in little trinkets, not... That's if those hundreds fall, and the hundreds are now blocking the watch. And guys, you know I have to do this. If anyone watching is not yet a subscriber to the amazing wonderland that is the Danger Zone, right now I am $5 ahead. Because I had to buy in See, this is what makes me wonder. Do they plan these things, or do they just happen? The box is on the 100. The box is on the hundreds, and the watch is on the hundreds. So can I get any of it? The black thing is a rubber shellfish that's worth coins. Well, it's a Coney Island monster that's on its back, but it's not worth anything. It's just there to get in the way. Also because it's cute. It says no politics on the community standards. Up where? If they were open, I could call an attendant, but here is the cleaning crew and one security guard named James. He does not like to be called Jim in case you run into him. Durban, South Africa. Got a 20, so I'm 25 up right now. No, I just broke even. I think. Yeah, just broke even. South Africa. Was the movie District 9 based on real events? Go for the 100. Okay. Well, everything I want to go for, it's made one big pile. I'm not sure what you mean about tokens. The things that say amazing and the thing 1, thing 2. I could keep them if I wanted to. They have boxes full of them. Oh, good to know the aliens never left. They look so tasty. I had the same problem with District 9 that I had with the first Aquaman movie. It's rare that there's a movie where I really, really, really want to eat the characters. The ones that have numbers on them are worth money. The ones that don't have numbers are just there for fun. Makes the game less dull. Starship Trooper was a little Lenny Riefenstahl for me and not very accurate to the book. Yes, I am open for super chats and gifts and things of that nature. Am I eating properly? I don't know. I lost 125 pounds on one of the new weight loss medicines, and I feel better than I have in years. I'm not sure how I can do a. This is in U.S. dollars. Yes, we're playing in the United States. We're playing in the United States, but please don't hate me for that. Don't hate me for just being American, for being in the United States. There are so many other, even better reasons to hate me. Saying he's my president implies that I own him, and if I owned him, I would have, what's a polite way to say this? I would have suggested he find some other occupation. I don't know, Dr. Evil might hate me. Okay, we're knocking politics. Let's stop. This is a no politics zone. I'd love to be able to get at the corner from these on the left, but it's almost impossible. So I'm going after. Here, I'll show you what happens when I go on the left. This game is called Coin Pusher. You drop coins in the back in this version, and it pushes things forward. They fall off the front, and you get to keep them. The bills aren't particularly stiff. It's just that they're new. Something's happening, just happening very slowly. It is not my machine. I am playing at Gowanus Gaming, a private gaming club not far from my house in the Gowanus, G-O-W-A-N-U-S section of Brooklyn, New York. You know, it's interesting. I don't know why some people see the stream mirrored and some people don't. But this is the right-hand side to me. For this type of machine, they have lots of different types. For this type of machine, I only have to buy quarters. So I bought 25 quarters, and then I used things I'd want to buy another $25 in quarters rather. See, the quarters, nothing is stuck down. Besides, if it weren't hard, it wouldn't be any fun. Yes, that $200 is stuck. And the fact that it's two hundreds on top of each other, well, the thing is, the way you get those bills off is you get them to bend up so they can fall straight down. It's just harder when there's two of them there. And when a box is holding them down on one side and a watch is holding it down on the other side. Well, I am certainly hoping. I think it's possible, very possible, to win the watch, and that might shake things up. Oh, and in case you don't know, the two flaps there on the sides, they eat quarters. So each time through you get fewer quarters until you either have to buy more or quit. Oh, I mean, they chew them up and then they swallow them. No. quarters go into those slots. They're pretty jammed up now, so they may not be going in. They go in those slots, and it's like falling down the chute, except they go to the house. It's true, I wouldn't mind be playing for gasoline right now, but it seems a little dangerous. Maybe coupons. Right now, I think the mystery box is keeping the hundreds from tipping up and falling down. I'm trying on the rightmost side of the right to see if I can push some of that stuff off. I knew someone would make the 420 joke. Every time someone says the screen is mirrored, an angel gets their wings. Okay, I am going to try the middle for a bit, because I want to get those quarters off the edge, because otherwise we might run out. I have not spent $800. I've actually spent only $25 of my own money. I got a corgi, a puppy dog. Okay, puppy dog, go away now. Okay, thank you. Thank you for the puppy dog. I used to eat a lot too much, but on these meds you just can't. You don't even want to anymore. Hello, beautiful wife Lauren Goddard. If I shake the machine, an alarm will go off. When the alarm goes off, the game shuts down. Okay. See what I got back. Okay, what I got back was not nearly as many quarters as I'd like. Not nearly as many quarters as I would like. Hello, Corgi. Yeah, I've won money at this. I've also, oh hey, Ocean. Hey, shout out to Ocean Parkway. You're just a few blocks away. Well, not a few blocks, maybe 20-minute drive. Hey, John. .e. Well, kids are not allowed in the private gaming club. No, for one thing, they serve alcohol. That is a Coney Island monster. It is on it's flipped over on its back. So I think someone watched a little bit too much of the Wiggles as a kid. I do not own the club. Those are fish balls. They're just little rubber bouncing balls that have fish inside them. They're just there for atmosphere and to get in the way. If it were just a dollar bill, I wouldn't care so much. It's 100. Somebody was asking a question about whether there was a thing on the side that, and then it got scrolled off the screen. Well, one of the things that happens is I run out of, if I pay 20, 25 quarters at the same time, first of all, I can't drop them in a bunch because there's only one slot. I am not at Coney Island. I'm at Gowanus Gaming in the Gowanus section of Brooklyn. It is a private membership-only club. It does move to side, that you can hear it. So I do get to aim it. Okay. This is all the quarters I got. I'm going to put them in and then I'm going to have to buy another 25. Although I don't have to, once again, I can buy it with the chips I've won. It brings me down to well, it brings me down to owing 25 again, but at least I won't be owing 50. Guy spends a lot of time thinking about his bananas. Hello, Cyrillic language. Correct. I am. It is exactly correct. Oh, actually, I'm still 20 ahead. I had 45. Okay, so 25. So I'll be right back. I'll get more quarters. Something ran by that said live stream by Danger Zone Coin Pusher. That is correct. But what did it say? Other than that. Well, even if it's just a chip, one chip, that's weight. But it's more a matter of it getting it stuck than weighing it down. I mean, they're very light, even a very light box. I don't know, maybe there's a rock in there. Oh, do you mean this? Let's see. Crumpled up on the right-hand side. Oh, you mean just to the right of the box? Yeah, that's another Coney Island monster. Also upside down. This is a scoop. This is what I put it in. The coin pusher, the coin changing machine, you know, the change machine, fills it up, and then I take it over and I pour it in my cup. There really can be anything in them. The trinket. What happens in this new box? Usually what happens is every time I don't win it, because you have to stick the scoop into the machine, and my cup won't fit into the change machine. I don't know what magnet the shelf means. The Coney Island monsters, I don't know, they're not worth anything, but they won't let you take them home usually. At least not these, because they're expensive and tricky. There's that gold coin again, doesn't mean anything. Is money laminated? No. These are real coins. These aren't tokens. It's a gold coin they use in other games that got mixed up into this. Okay, I'm just going to try a line all the way across. Sometimes that helps. Do you think I should drop them more slowly and spread them out more? See, this is the problem. They don't always wind up where I want to put them. Well, what happens if I focus on the center? Oh, I can't believe that actually fell down. That's good. If I focus on the center, it just pushes the quarters off the center and nothing happens except they get quarters back. Never quite as many as I put in. Okay, left to right, nicely spaced. See, I dropped it as far left as I can and it still comes out there. Or it rolls all the way. I'm on the left. You know, that 100 is coming. I don't know if I'm just imagining it. Thank you, Rosie, the riveted robot. Oh, they have all the usual casino games. But I kind of like this game because in a weird way, to me, it's like pinball, but you can win money. Thank you, Fabian. Okay. I know, but I can't see, as I explained. Here, let me give you a wide shot of the field for a sec. Let me pull back, way back up. You see how it's a rectangle over here and then it opens up to the left and the right? They did in fact fix the Coney Island machine from eating quarters. Getting to the right hand corner or the left hand corner is almost impossible. I mean, in this game, nothing's completely impossible, but okay. Is that good? Do you guys see well enough? I'm not sure what seems self-filled means. Well, there's more coins on the left side behind the monster. I mean, in front of the monster. Well, I will do my best to do that. Hold on. But you have to remember that this is the leftmost that's about as left as I can possibly get the quarter, as it bounces. And this is about as right. So it's a limit to how far left and right I can go. I got a 5. So right now I have broken even. I have put in 25, I have 25 in chips. Most importantly, I have a good number from hello from Sydney, Paul. Hello. I do remember Nellie Bly Amusement Park. I think it's called Adventureland now. When my son was very young, he loved it there. I do kind of have to ask this every once in a while. If there's anyone listening to me who is not subscribed, I'd really appreciate a subscription. Something came down on the left. I think it was a $2 bill. If you post a whole paragraph worth of text, it will zip by so fast I will not be able to see it. 3 or 4 words would be best. Please move camera left. You are quite right. My apologies. Well, if I didn't think that there was at least a shot at it falling, I would have quit. But I think I'm just going to try a couple at a time on the right. So I can sort of stay focused on the right. I can't tell if the 100 is moving forward or just oh, you see on the left and the right, you see those metal things? They are drains that drain quarters off that go to the house. Did it move or is it just fluttering? There is not a, I don't think there's a third $100 bill. If I put it in the center, the quarters will just come straight off. Well, right now I've broken even. I'm sorry, the center what? Just a whole bunch of quarters will fall? I got it too. Now I'm $2 up. I don't know if I can get the hundreds to fall. That's why I'm playing, to find out. Oh, good quarter fall at least. Center to the right. Got it. You're right, the 100 is moving. I'm doing the line method, but I'm doing it from the center to the right. If there's anyone out there who hasn't subscribed, I'd sure appreciate a subscription. Because you know what they say. I'm stopping it because otherwise I have to carefully time it. Oh, that was nice to fill up. Okay. There is a skill stop switch in American machines that lets you aim better. I don't even know. I would happily tell you if there's a good place you can play at, but I don't know where you are. Yes, if I tilt the machine or I whack the machine, the tilt goes off and the machine shuts down. Could you be a little more specific than Pennsylvania? I do not own the machine. I am playing at Gowanus Gaming, which is a private club near my house. If I unplug it from the wall, it also shuts down and it closes the ability to push things out of the machine. The machine is a Coney Island machine. I am playing at the Coney Island machine at Gowanus Gaming. It's like if you played a Star Trek game, it doesn't actually mean you're in space. In general, the best places to find these games are laundromats, truck stops, very small grocery stores. Are all machines like this the same? No. I mean, it depends on what you mean by the same. The Japanese have some really wacko ones. That's not a criticism, they're really cool, but... Oh. If you play a Star Trek game, it doesn't mean you're in space. You know, those hundreds are actually moving. Okay. What do you guys think? Spend another 25? I'm thinking in June for Brighton. Okay. That still leaves me $2 ahead, so I'm willing to live with that. And just to explain, the place that drops quarters, in the slot in the coin machine that drops quarters will fit this, but it will not fit this. That's why I use the scoop. Okay, I got the new quarters. Let's see what I can do. Okay, it doesn't get bunchier across more than that. The coolest thing. When I was a kid, I bought a pocket camera out of one of these once. And after putting in only 1/4, that was the coolest thing. The camera worked too. Hey, I've been standing up this whole time. You've been sitting down. If I can take it, you can take it. The hundreds didn't move at all. Maybe this will this time. Hundreds aren't moving. I can't drop 50 quarters at once. There's one slot. I don't know if you can see it or not. I'm going to try to show you. Right here is a button called Skill Stop. If you push that button, you get to aim. I am from Brooklyn, New York, and I'm playing in Brooklyn, New York, because if you grow up here, they don't let you leave. It's not that they're too heavy, it's that they're lined up really badly. I mean, from my point of view, from the house's point of view, they're lined up perfectly. It's really just our bad luck that I got the hundreds with a box on top of them and then a watch stuck behind the hundreds. Okay, I'm going to try putting points on the left side, see what happens. Left side again. The box, the watch, and the hundreds were all right down the middle. Oh, the black thingy is a Coney Island monster that's on its back. Hold on, let me see if I have one that's lying around so I give you the idea of what they're like. Here are two of them that were just laying around. It's not really like a cockroach, it's more like a lobster. Thank you for subscribing. I really appreciate that. This would be an excellent time for... Oh yeah, the watch did move. Who knows what it'll do. Okay, I will try pushing the watch. I don't see a gold box. You mean this, the box with the $sign on it? And these are a green monster, a white monster, and just some tokens. There's a 10 in the corner. I've only put in $25, the original $25. The rest has come from the chips I already won. I play a variety of different coin pushers, but if you mean if I play coin pushers every day, yeah. Fill the whole top of the right side. If you could all talk to each other and get on the same page as to what I should do next. Bak Bak Baka. I am, I love saying your name. The game I am playing now I call Night Shift, for fairly obvious reasons. Then at 9:30, I do a morning grind. And then this afternoon, I'm going to keep helping Michaela, the game designer, with a prototype game she's developing. Oh, good riddance to that. Where did that what come from? I'm not sure how shouting at me will help. See, when it's a whole paragraph of text. Oh, it is moving. Huh. When it's a whole paragraph of text, it just zips on by. Remember, I have about 1/4 of an inch. The most I ever won on this game was a $500 chip. But that built up over weeks. Stop the platform when it's all the way back. I mean, there. If I drop quarters now, I'll just be dropping quarters on top of quarters. Okay, I'm going to just do what everybody says and just put in a line of quarters all across the back. Crunch, I let go of it. Okay. Well, I'll just put in the rest. It's hard to deal with this sometimes when you only have 3 arms. I have no idea what watch it is. Thanks for the lucky clover. Okay, you want me to drop coins? Hold on. You want me to drop coins Can you hear me now? This phone has started burning power faster. Oh, I can fix the no video. I think. There we go. We good? How about now? Okay, here we go. Guys, thank you for all the likes. That's a lot of likes. Yes, it's a totally different machine, and I went to the trouble of setting everything up exactly the way it was. Yep, anyone who's not subscribed who can hear my voice, I'd really appreciate it if you subscribed. I've been on my feet since 3:30 a.m. I do not have a private machine. I am playing at Gowanus Gaming. Take a quick look at the other machine. See? They're still there. See? Okay, gotta clean out. Aha. Got a 20 chip. Okay, I'll drop in the middle and see what happens. And quarters have gotten jammed up on the right underneath. I know the people very well, plus there was a security guard here and a cleaning crew. Well, I didn't say that. I said, maybe they will. Okay. Sometimes if you bang into them, you can get them loose. Okay, clean out. I have very few quarters. Ooh, they all fell. See, I turn around, I don't even see what's going on. Now you want to talk about stacking? That's stacking. But give me 1 second to hit the men's room, I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. Everything went fine in the bathroom, not that anybody cares. The black thing is a Gowanus monster. I'm going to play to the right because I really want to get that line of quarters on the back there to come off at once in a big. Ooh, big push. I think it looks a little like the tree lobsters. A nice push and it's a bouncy rubber ball, just so you know, not that it matters. Okay, I will drop it in the middle, although I don't see any way that moves the watch. Because there was a thing 1 and thing 3 earlier in the game. A lot of the time they put in things for 2 reasons, just because it's fun and because it also gets in the way. Thank you, Scotty. I've only been playing here since 3 a.m. And I'm, whatever happens, I'm going to knock off at 6. Hello from Indonesia. What time is it in Indonesia? Okay, I will drop in the center. Ooh, that's a big push across. I've been playing. I put in $25 at the start. I won that back. And then I won enough in between to pay all the rest of it. Hello from Alabama. You know, someday I should get a lot of coffee and then just do a 24-hour push. Hello, Northern Utah. Hello, Boston. Yeah, I took out the 25, so I was even. And the rest of the time I've been playing with what they call house money, which isn't necessarily the smartest thing to do. Okay, should I still be playing in the middle, or what is someone? Can I do a quick 4? Sure. $1? You mean a bill? Yes. I can stop. I have to stop at 6 anyway. James and I are going out for breakfast. James is the security guard. Okay, I have to do a clean out. And then I'll play more on the left. Sure. What is your YouTube channel? Listen, I'm happy to promote anyone else's YouTube channel, and all I ask in return is that you promote mine. Hawaii. What time is it? No, thank you for Scotty for subscribing. Appreciate that. What time is it in Hawaii? Is it today or yesterday? Okay, good push. Oh, so now that Colbert is going off the air, you're watching me instead. I'm very flattered. I don't think the I don't think the hundreds are going to come off. Certainly not before 6 when I gotta go. Just remind everybody, I'll be back on a different machine at 9:30. It would. Super chat me 200, would you? Well, my favorite thing I ever won, and this is when I was a kid, was I won a pocket camera off a machine, just a little, back of a comic book type of pocket camera. And I had only put in 1/4. Well, that was my biggest win, but it wasn't my favorite. I mean, I was only like 9. I was so excited. My father had put the quarter in for me. And he was a cheapskate, so just putting in a whole quarter. Well, it wasn't a quarter back then. It was a dime. Off this machine, The most I ever got was 507. Off other machines, when I was willing to put in a $5,000 buy-in, I've won a lot more. But I've also lost a lot more. And I won a Monopoly game from a Monopoly gun. You know, actually, that's an interesting idea. The Monopoly game should pay off by giving you a Monopoly game. Yeah. The thing is, they keep sort of fluttering on the left, but they're kind of trapped on the right. You know, if I hadn't bought in again, I would be up $100 now, come to think of it. Just off the chips and everything. The most on this machine. Not the most I ever won on a... Well, see... There are other machines here. They haven't been played yet. Well, the watch is just stuck behind the... The bills are stuck under the chips and the monsters. The watch is stuck behind the bills, and I can't not been able over hours and hours. Somebody asked me to shout out their YouTube channel, but they never said what it was. I don't know if it said that you can't or not. If you email it to me at coinpusherchallenge@gmail.com, I'll be happy to do it next game. Sleep? What is this sleep you humans just talk of? I go to sleep early and I wake up early. There's no attendant here at this time of day. And what would I ask them to do? Let me win? Hand me the money? It just quarters in, quarters out at this point, really. Which way did the watch move? Thanks for the $10, whoever sent me $10. Thank you, Gabby Hayes. Well, shoot, partner, he won it that way. Yeah, there's the quarters on the floor at my feet. But like I said, I'm going to quit at 6 o'clock, my time. I don't think God blesses people with cash. So if I want to push the watch that way, the best thing to do is play on the right. Hi, Ilum. It went by too fast. Well, I think pushing the watch to the right is the only way to make it go left. And maybe I can get the box to push the watch. The plastic Coney Island monsters are just there. I could win them, but I usually just give them back because I know they put a lot of effort into making them. They're not just a... They invented them. They created them for Go Honest Gaming. If it were up to me, they should be selling plush versions and stuff like that. Okay, here's what I'm thinking of doing. Not today. But I do night shift at 3:30 in the morning. And then at 9:30 I do morning grind. Okay, I'm going to pick up the quarters that dropped on the floor. So how about at some point I'll just run night shift straight into morning grind and wind up doing 3:30 to 10:30 basically. Partly because, I would say mostly in fact, because I'm insane. I never said I would do a tour. I'm not sure what you mean by if I go to the left, the push comes from the right. I've tried it a couple of times. Okay, now I think it might be a good idea to go down the middle just to get quarters. How'd you wind up in Vietnam? I don't know what put them in the front so the edges move toward the bottom means. Yes, but it didn't tell me what the channel was, or it won't let it through. So send an email to coinpusherchallenge@gmail.com, and I will shout your challenge to your channel the next time I play, which will be at 9:30. Not lunch, breakfast. He won't let me tip him. As he said, that looks like a bribe. He's not wrong, I guess. But he'll let me buy him breakfast. And he's a large part of the reason I get to stay here in the middle of the night, so why not? For the last hour, I've been having people tell me I'm so close, I just need a couple of more pushes. You know, he's right. We're at 924 on lights. Okay, I'm just hoping the black monster will... Gabby Hayes is her channel. Okay, there's a channel called Gabby Hayes. You should all watch it. I don't know what it's about, but I always liked the real Gabby Hayes, so... This is New York. We don't have Denny's. And this is what I have left anyway. Tell you what, if we can get it, I have another 10 minutes. If we can get it to 1,000 likes, I'll do another 15 minutes. Well, the 100 is moving. $989 likes. Just need 11 more likes. Good push. Overtime. Okay, 10 more minutes. James, I got stuff. Oh, you're busy too? Okay, good. We'll leave in 10 minutes. You said our channel, but it went by way too fast. Just email me at coinpusherchallenge@gmail.com. I can if it's going to cost me more. It's about 7 minutes to 6. Okay, you're right. I did say 15 minutes. Okay, I'll stay until 6:15, okay? And here's what else I'm going to do for you guys. 22. I'm going to have to put in $3 of my own money to get filled up on quarters again. Okay? I'm doing that just for you. Thank you for the sundae. Interesting choice of breakfast. I'll be right back. There you go. The Bills getting stuck is part of the game. Yes, it came loose. Tell you what. That was a good fall. We do at a local bar that has a coin pusher. We do a hold on, a Friday night happy hour. Do the whole what? There is no attendant. There's just a security guard and a cleaning crew. The place opens at 11, so the staff starts coming in about 9. You mean I went into a gambling joint and I didn't win the money I shoulda? Isn't that everybody's story? Put the coins in when it's just going out. Well, I could stop it, you know. Hey! No racist crap around here, okay? I am Jewish, for one thing. My first name? John. Thank you, Jag. That's only because the machines don't take lint. Ooh, big push. And no reaction. Well, right now, the right side is kind of jammed up. Yes, because you always find the best Rolodexes in coin pusher machines. I'm trying to get those trapped quarters loose, but it's not working. Oh, it's okay. It's 6 o'clock. I have 15 more minutes, and then I am getting breakfast. What's the biggest thing I've won? An elephant. How they got an elephant in the machine, I'll never know. Yeah, dropping quarters on top of those is supposed to knock them loose, but it's not doing it. I am exactly $3 behind right now. And you know, if I hadn't kept spending... There's a diner across the street. I don't remember its name. It's a typical New York diner. You want to know what I'm going to have? Just type in Super Chat. Someone will tell you. On the left, you mean over here? You mean over there? That's a Coney Island monster. That's a $50 bill and Two fives are in there, I think, but I can't get them out. That's not impossible. I love chicken fried steak. For that matter, I like steak grilled chicken. Oh, one of the quarters came out. Oh, the quarters are starting to leak out. I can't get over to the left that far. The machine's just... Here, I'll show you. See? There's just no way to push to the left. That's how I do what? But I'm glad I did it. I'm glad I did it, but I don't know what I did. There's two they're not marbles, they're just bouncy balls. They call them fish balls. There's actually two of them there. 1, 2. See? I'm going to try playing left a bit, see if I can get some more quarters back. Oh no. Okay, that's good. Why would I use a flashlight on the bills? Well, at this point, I'm exactly $3 in. Well, tell Benjamin to be quiet. I'm trying to win money. The magnets don't work on quarters. I'm glad you like my streams. Well, that's what I am going to do at 9:30. I'm going to go down and use another machine that's not all jammed up. At 9:30. Push left and then right, okay? Pushing left. can't shake the machine and alarms goes off. Just like tilting pinball. And if I do that, the chute instantly closes. Oh, good push. The machine is in Gowanus Gaming. Oh. Well, I got a 20 chip. That's something. I'm now $17 ahead. It's just up to the glass, it's not down the chute. You know, it's always amazing to me that people outside of New York, outside of New York City, think people in New York City can afford houses and garages and, I don't know, swimming pools or something like that. I looked into buying a house for my son who's autistic. An ordinary middle-class house, $1 million. Well, as far as I can tell, run for office, become president. That's politics, never mind. As far as I can tell, become a professional at something that makes a lot of money. You may make it easily? There's no way. Yeah, Butch, I'm welcome. I'm closing this down at 6:15. It's in 5 minutes. I've always paid an extra 15 minutes because they got me over the 1,000 point on lights. If you're a vet, I would suggest no politics. No, it's a Coney Island machine, but it's in the Gowanus area of Brooklyn at the Gowanus Gaming Club. As I said earlier, if the machine said Star Trek on it, would you think it was in outer space? Just because it says Coney Island doesn't mean it's in Coney Island. There's a Coney Island in the Bronx. Because a private club does not want to be shown. The club is legal, but it runs a thin line in New York. Well, in the original series, they had credits. And in Deep Space Nine, they introduced Latinum as a means of exchange because it's not rigged, it's just hard. As they say, if it was easy, everybody would be doing it. Two more minutes. That's where we're going. Okay, I'm just going to put everything else I have in. And if you want me to play more, I'm upping the ante. Now I need subs. Yes, my long-term goal is to be the Michael Jordan of coin pushing. I would love to win it. I don't think it's winnable. And at 9:30, I'll be playing on a different machine, and maybe that one is winnable. It just doesn't make sense. I don't know what you mean by the back thing. Okay, just, oh, it fell out. Let's see what it has to say for itself now. And that is time, guys. There are other games in other towns. And I thank you for being so supportive. I really do appreciate it. And I appreciate every subscription I get. So if anyone out there is not subbed, if they could do a subscription, that would be great. I know, I always think I'm going to have this last minute finish. Like, thank you, Barbarella. No, you know how it is. Right at the last minute, just as the bomb comes out to number 1, you win. No. It's not 10 more. You know what? Get me 1,000 subscriptions by 9:30, and we'll talk. Good night, everybody, or good morning, everybody. I have a scrambled egg and a sausage waiting for me. Okay. Bye.